Hi, my name is George Richardson, aka TN Wagon on CB7tuner.com, and this video review is going to go over my JDM one-piece headlights for the 92 to 93 Accord. They are retrofitted with TSX projectors, and they've been black housed. So this is going to go over some of the goods and the very few minor details that aren't perfect on the lights. I'd say overall they are 9 out of 10, and the one point where I'm taking off are purely cosmetic issues that are for the most part not even visible once the headlights are installed on the car. Here you see a little bit better view of the job done in the retrofit process and the black housing. All the areas that were required to be black were taped up and painted with high temp barbecue paint, so there's no worry that any of this paint is going to flake off ever. There's not been any overspray on the reflectors, the high beam area, or the front of the projector. The projector does not have a shroud, however the assembly for the projector and all mounting pieces have been painted, and from a distance of about a foot away, as you can tell in this video, you can't tell that there's anything back there whatsoever. Here we see the back side of one of the assemblies. As you can tell, it does not appear whatsoever that there's been anything done to the headlights. The only indication that there is a retrofit is the slightly larger plug coming out of the low beam area. The low beam bulbs for the HID projectors as well as the high beam bulbs will be included. There are no turn signal indicators being included, but you can just swap those from your old headlights. You can also tell how clean the unit is. Obviously it's not quite as bright gray as it was originally, but 20 years of use has taken a little bit of life off of these things. That said, nobody's really going to complain about the color of gray on the back of one of these headlight assemblies. Since the retrofit was done by mounting the TSX projector inside of the low beam bowl from the original headlights, you can control the aim of the projector using the original areas on the headlights here and here. That way you don't have to disassemble the unit in order to aim the projectors. You can just aim them normally as you would with a standard low beam in place. Another sign of age in the units are the lenses on the outside of the headlight. As you can see here on the upper right, there's a small amount of rash on the outside. This can be seen throughout the overall unit, as well as a small bit of haze right here. This can only be seen in direct sunlight or as the effect of artificial lighting causing direct glare. In normal use, you're never going to see this, but it is something that I felt like was worth mentioning. On the other headlight, there are small cracks on the upper mounting points. However, they do not affect the mounting whatsoever, but it's another point that I wanted to mention when going over the units. Other than those few things I just mentioned, these are two of the cleanest one-piece headlights I've seen. The units show no signs of ever leaking, and judging by the way that I sealed them, I don't feel like there's any chance that they would leak. I think they both are really clean for what they are and their age, and I think if you purchase them you'll be really happy with the quality of the work that I did and the overall look of the headlights. If you have any other questions, feel free to PM me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this review.